Hello, and once again, welcome to Sakitech YouTube channel. Now we are going to talk about AutoCAD for beginners. If you are a new beginner and you are willing to learn about AutoCAD tutorials, then I recommend this channel for you. We are going to talk a lot about AutoCAD from beginning to intermediate to advanced. So I recommend that you follow this channel, you subscribe to the channel, and then you like and share as well. Now we are going to talk about everything concerning AutoCAD. So if you are a new beginner in CAD designing, I recommend that you follow this channel. Actually, there will be SolidWorks tutorial as well, but in today's tutorial we are starting with AutoCAD. Now trust me, we are going to talk about everything from beginning of AutoCAD, everything you're supposed to know as a beginner, and then we proceed to the advanced level. Now in today's video we are going to do a very simple design, very simple design in AutoCAD. As a beginner, there are certain things that you're supposed to know before you can move on to the advanced level. So this is what you are going to model. This is what you are going to design in AutoCAD. Now you can see this is something like a key or whatever, but if you want to use your designing skills, then you have to understand the drawing we have here. Now from the look of things, you can see in between this circle from here to this side, before you design anything, you actually need dimensions, and when the drawing is given to you, you are supposed to understand what you are doing. If you understand whatever you are doing, the drawing becomes very easy for you. But if you don't understand it, you really find it very difficult. All right, so let's try to define the drawing before we start drawing. So if you look at this right side, you can see there's one circle here, and now the radius of this circle is 5. Now note all the dimensions here are in millimeters. So you can see a circle here. The radius of this circle is 5 mm. And you can see another, this arc too. You can see the radius is 10 mm. Now when you come to the left side, you can see this arc, the radius is also 8. And you can see this bigger one, which is 25. Now you can see here to 5, here to 10. Now there's a circle here. Sorry, it's not showing. That is from this side to this side. Okay, so you can see the distance from here to here 65. All right, so I am using the 2021 version of AutoCAD. So let's open and start. So you open AutoCAD, click on start drawing. Now if you're a beginner and you just installed AutoCAD, the moment you open AutoCAD, you have to be sure the kind of units in which you are drawing in. Either you are in metric or you are now. So for you to check your units, you just type in units, 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 and you press enter. Now you can see the type. We have decimal, precision. You can set for the precision, you can set, if you want, you can set it to 0. I normally set mine to 0, and here I leave it at decimal. Now we don't want inches, we are working in millimeters, so we choose millimeters from here, and the rest of it you can just leave them as they are, then you click on OK. All right, so this is our AutoCAD interface. So let's check the drawing that we have. Now we'll start modeling from this side. Let's draw this, our middle line, which is 65. So for us to do that, we click on we click on line. Okay, then you click anywhere in the model space. Okay, so you can see the numbers up there. So when you click anywhere, you just drag the line. You don't click again, just drag it. Make sure it is really horizontal. Okay, if this is not straight, so when it's horizontal, you are going to see this green line track. Okay, so the measurements or the dimension over there is 65. So you just type in 65 and you press enter. Now you see your line. you press escape to exit. Now you see the line is too much long, so for you to get the correct length, you can type in zoom and you press enter. Now you can click on all and then you use your mouse button to zoom, okay, or you can also use your mouse button, the wheel, you scroll up or down, you see it. All right, so let's bring the drawing to the center. Now let's continue. So this is our 65 line, it's drawn. Now let's draw the circle. The radius is 5, so click on circle. Now remember, the circle is in radius, not diameter, so you know what to select. Now in AutoCAD gives us different types of circles, so you select center radius. We have center diameter, that's when the circle is given to you in diameter. So center radius, you click here, and now when you click and you see that when you move the mouse, it starts to create the distance, but we don't know, so let's check. The radius is 5, so we just enter 5, which is 5 mm, press enter, and we have our circle. Now the second circle radius is 10, so also you can press enter again, go back to the circle command, click here, we enter 10 and you press enter. Now we have these two circles, okay. All right, now let's come back here. You can see this circle radius 8 and this one radius 25, so circle center radius type in 8 and then press enter again to go back to the circle command, then click here 25 and you press enter. Now when you go back to the radius, you have this circle, you have this one, we have this one as well, we have this one, we have this one. Now you can see there's this straight line here and this straight line here. The lines are tangent to these circles, okay. So how do you draw tangent lines? When you say a line is tangent, meaning they are tied to the circle, okay, tangent. All right, so for you to draw the tangent line, first of all you click on your line. After clicking on your line, you come to where you want to draw the line, you press on your shift key, you right click and you select tangents. Now when you select tangents, you bring your mouse closer to the circle. Now when you bring your mouse closer to the circle and you don't see any green circle thing like this, sometimes your tangents button is off. So what you can do is just type in O snap on your keyboard and you press enter. Now it will open your drafting settings for you. You see mine is checked, so if it is unchecked and you press your line, you click on your line, you press on your shift key, right click and you select tangent, you bring your mouse, you will not find it, okay. So always make sure you type in O snap to check and then you check it. All right, then click on OK. So now you can click on your line, press on your shift key, right click, you select tangent. Now you see that is there, so you click here. Now you bring it to the second circle where you also want to, this here too is tangent, so you also press on your shift key, you right click, you select tangent and then you get a green mark circle, then you click on it. All right, so we are done with the top one. Now you can decide to mirror this one. We'll talk about mirror later. You can decide to mirror it or also do the same thing as we did. So click on line, press on shift key, right click, select tangent, click here, come here, right click, tangent. Okay, now we have our lines also well drawn. Now let's see this arc. This is not a straight line. It's like this one and this one, they are actually something like a circle, okay, that is meeting with this arc. So now how do we get this one? It is a radius from here to this side. So you are going to draw a circle with a radius from this side to this side. Okay, so let's try and draw our circle. So we draw a circle, go to circle, center radius. Now we are going to use this center line as our radius. Okay, so we snap to this point and we click. Now after clicking, we have to offset this circle to get our two lines. And if you check the space in between the radius, it is 8. Okay, so we offset here 8, we offset to this side to 8. Okay, so this we click on offset, we're clicking on offset. After clicking on offset, you have to say specify offset distance. Now the specify offset distance, what is the distance? So 8, and you press enter. Now select object to offset, so you click this circle, offset here, you click it again, you send it to the back. Now you see we have our circles offset. Okay, so you click or you press escape button to exit. Now we're having too many circles which we don't need, so for you to get rid of it, you just have to go to trim. Okay, so you trim this one, all of, then you can even trim this one as well because we don't need it. Okay, all right, so let's leave these ones and then work after you can trim them all. Now you can see there is an arc here giving us radius of 5. Okay, so how do you draw that? Let's go back. So for you to draw that, there's a circle we call tangent radius. Tangent radius. So you go to circle, it's under circle. So here is a tangent radius. So you click on it. Now we want it together with this one and together with this one. Now remember, if your tangent checkbox is off, when you put your mouse here after clicking on tangent radius, you won't see this. So example, let me put it off and show you. Let me type my snap and try to put this off. Okay, and let me go to tangent radius. You see, sometimes it's not going to show up. This is a modified version of AutoCAD, so it's even showing. But most of the older version, it won't show. So always make sure that your snap is on, the tangent is on, then it can work for you. All right, so click on tangent radius. Then we click on this line. We want it tangent to this and this. All right, so we click here and we click here. Now we have to specify the radius. Specify radius, you can see here, specify radius of circle. And now what is the radius of the circle? Is 5. So we just type in 5 and you press enter, the circle will come. The same thing you are going to do over here. The radius is 10. Okay, so tangent to this and this. So you go there again, click here, then we see specify radius of circle, which is 10. So we type in 10. Okay, now at this point we are having our arcs, but we have a lot of lines, so you cannot really see it well. So for you to get it, you just have to trim. So let's trim the unwanted line. So we trim this side, okay, and then we trim these ones as well, we don't need them. Then we trim these ones, we don't need this one also. Okay, now we don't need this side, we don't need here, we don't need this side, we don't need here. Now you can zoom to trim this side and this side as well. Now if you look at the drawing, there's no line also here, so you have to trim this one as well and this one. Now you can leave this center line or can delete it if you want. So now looking at our drawing, we are done with the drawing. Okay, so if you want to dimension, very simple. If you want to leave it as it is too, you can leave it. So thank you all for participating and then watching this video. I would like you all to like, comment, and subscribe to the channel for more videos. We are going to do a whole lot of tutorials for you to know how to work with AutoCAD. Thank you very much and hope to see you another time.